After the Whistle starts in Mount Union, where sophomore star Nasir Collins shows some happy feet in the backfield, breaking through tackles and dodging defenders. Finally clearing the last defensive back, which you will see in a moment, pushing his head to the ground. That is mean. Celebrating his third touchdown of the night.
Hasn't been easy, and we're just so thankful to all the people that's reached out to us in this difficult situation.
That's Coach Tom Gravish at Jersey Shore. First game last year after the death of Max Engle. Welcome to week 3 of After the Whistle, live from Happy Valley. I'm Owen Camaros, and our video crews are back in the newsroom from games around District 6.
And I'm Allie Winskowski. Coming up, we will bring you all of those highlights, plus a look at Penn State's performance against Bowling Green last weekend.
But first, fans gathered in Jersey Shore tonight to honor Max Engle.
Bulldog posters with his name lined the fences, and number 4 was painted in the end zone to remember Engle.
Both Shamokin and Jersey Shore are coming into this game 3-0. This game will be a decider for who will be going home undefeated and who will be taking their first loss of the year. The Bulldogs and the Indians meet for what is set to be an exciting matchup. You can see the flags here, the American flags in honor of 9/11. Jersey Shore strikes first with a dot from Elijah Jordan to Ball Hale for a 54-yard touchdown. The Bulldogs are up 7-0. Shamokin starts to change the tide though with this long 35-yard pass from Logan Steele to Chase Pencil to set up the Indians.
What a throw there.
Absolutely took 2 defenders to bring him down. Shamokin capitalizes off of the big play with a touchdown catch from Jensen Shuey, cutting the Bulldogs' lead to just 6. Shamokin went on to win the game in a thrilling 30-28 victory over Jersey Shore. Shamokin remains undefeated and will tackle Central Mountain at home next week in a huge matchup. Jersey Shore falls to 3-1 and will face Shikellamy on the road. And Allie, that was just a beautiful tribute to Max Engle after his death a year ago.
It really was. Exactly a year to go his passing, and they just really put it all out on the field. But moving now, the Butler Golden Tornadoes blow into the 3-0 Hollidaysburg territory to meet the Golden Tigers. Will the 2-1 Butler Tornadoes bring the upset, or will the two teams continue to split wins from the past 2 years? We take you to Hollidaysburg for our Game of the Week matchup against Butler. The Golden Tigers will strike first against Butler with a 13-yard touchdown run from Mitchell Barriner. Hollidaysburg up 7-0. This time, it's Josh Banks getting on the board with a 22-yard pick six for the Golden Tigers. 14-zip Hollidaysburg. With this surprising move, the Golden Tigers will complete a successful onside kick, now up 17-0 in just the first 6 minutes.
Oh my word.
In case you couldn't tell, the students were loving this display when Gavin Bell got his first interception of the night, which was followed up with the Golden Tigers' third touchdown of the game, again Owen, just to start the second quarter. With time running out in the first half, the Hollidaysburg defense managed to stay golden to stop the Golden Tornadoes on 4th down at the 2-yard line, 24-0 Hollidaysburg at the half. Hollidaysburg will defeat Butler 24-0. Hollidaysburg will remain undefeated as they travel to Mifflinburg next week. Butler falls to 2-2 as they go home to face Westinghouse. Our Game of the Week reporter Jack Raczynski is in Hollidaysburg. How's it going, Jack?
Thanks, Allie. In 2023, Hollidaysburg was our After the Whistle most improved team, going from 2-8 to 5-6. Now they're 4-0, and the Golden Tigers had the stands full tonight.
It feels great, honestly. Like all the crowd is all behind us, so it feels amazing.
Butler had only 1 loss entering the game. At the end of the first, a touchdown, pick six, and surprise onside kick catapulted the Golden Tigers to a 17-0 lead. The fast start led to a cruise control finish with an eventual 24-0 win. The defense held Butler scoreless, highlighted by 3 first-half interceptions by the Hollidaysburg defense and Mitchell Baroner's pair of touchdowns.
They're working. We lost Hunter Albright, but our younger guys have really stepped up and filled his hole. We've been getting better at snaps and everything, and I just really think our line pulled through for us tonight.
Tiger Stadium was jumping, and they had plenty to cheer for.
I just love our community. I mean, it's definitely a football community, and we, the student body is exciting, and the fans come out to support us, and I just love to seeing that in high school football. That's what it's all about.
The Golden Tigers look to keep their unbeaten record alive against Mifflinburg next Friday. For After the Whistle, I'm Jack Rachinsky. Owen, back to you.
The 1-2 PO Mountaineers travel to Spring Mills to take on the 0-3 Penns Valley Rams. The Rams have been dominant, winning every battle against the Mountaineers since 2012. But could the Mountaineers be getting their first win tonight? The student section out in full force for this one. They know what could happen in this game. PO's Sam McDonald, though, he would take the opening kickoff all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Early on in the second quarter, Penns Valley Colton Shaver would make a 7-yard touchdown catch to cut the lead to 21-7. Halfway through the second quarter, Penns Valley's Spencer Althouse would take a pick six, 100 yards from end zone to end zone. No DK Metcalf is going to chase him down. That would make it a one-score game.
There's no one even near him.
PO would end up winning 34-21. PO is now 2-2 and will take on Bald Eagle at home next week. Penns Valley dropped to 0-4. They will travel to face Bellefonte next week.
Now let's take a look at the rest of the night's scores. Clearfield clears their way to victory against Bellefonte 28-14, and Greater Johnstown defeats Central Cambria 47-36.
Hershey absolutely dominates Mifflin County 35-7. Central Dauphin takes the win against Altoona 21-6.
And finally, Selinsgrove wins big against Central Mountain 41-13. Next, we travel to Mount Union High as the Mount Union Trojans and the West Branch Warriors take the field. West Branch High School is off to a slow start this season, having an 0-3 record and being outscored by their opponents 18-126.
That's a giant scoreline.
It certainly is. Their opponent, Mount Union, is starting off hot with a record of 3-0. Look at them run through the banners there, both of them breaking them in their respective ways, as Mount Union's Nazir Collins starts to heat up as he breaks a few tackles to tally his second touchdown of the night. Mount Union hits the 2-point conversion also and leads 16-0. Left in the fourth quarter. Another explosive play from familiar name Nazir Collins, who takes an end around. He's going to weave through defenders there, scoring a 35-yard touchdown to extend the lead to 30-0.
He took a bath in grease before this.
He did. And with 4 minutes left in the half, West Branch is faced with a 4th and 10 where Connor Danko rolls out of the pocket, hitting Easton A. Mig for the 12-yard touchdown, narrowing the deficit 30-6. West Union is their hope for the West Branch to get their first win. The game resulted in a Mount Union blowout win against West Branch 51-12. West Branch falls to 0-4 as they go on the road next week to take on Juniata Valley. Mount Union remains undefeated at 4-0 and will be away next Friday at Moshannon Valley. That's certainly an interesting matchup there. A team going 0-4 and then a team flipping the switch going 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tale of two seasons. One team, they're going to be going home especially happy. Another team, well, it might be time to start looking into the basketball season. The 3-0 Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders travel to Huntingdon this week to take on the Bearcats. Last year, BG easily defeated Huntingdon 53-20 in Altoona. Max Preps ranks BG number 1 in the single A level in Pennsylvania, outscoring their opponents in the first 3 games 92-19. This one is going to start off quick after we get through the handshakes. First quarter, running back Torin Consiglio gets the handoff and he punches it in for 6. Moving over to the defensive side, the Bearcats have trouble handling the ball and a fumble is recovered by Guilfoyle. A couple of drives later, quarterback Chase Kissel launches this one deep to a wide open Hamilton Gates. He leisurely jogs into the end zone to increase the deficit against Huntington. The Bearcats would go on to eventually score their own touchdown with running back Landon Erdman. We've mentioned his name this season, securing the home team's first points of the half. Their luck would run out later in the quarter as Consiglio would not only find the ball, but also a body on an electric onside kick recovery. Man, you could hear the fans shouting about that. The Marauders would keep the pedal to the metal on offense as Chase Kissel airs it out to receiver Braden Riley for a 37-yard bomb to the back of the end zone. A 65-yard Hamilton Gates pick six sends both teams into the half. With a dominant BG lead heading into the third quarter, the Marauders would go on to secure the victory over the Bearcats with an impressive 55-20 final in Huntingdon. Huntingdon falls to 0-4. They will play Clearfield at home next Friday, while BG remains undefeated at 4-0. They will meet Central in a big match at home next week.
The Blue Devils of Bellwood Antis take the trip to Martinsburg to meet the Central Dragons. The Dragons, who are 2-1 on the season, already have a higher win percentage than they did last year when they ended the season 2-8. The 3-0 Blue Devils will have their work cut out for them this week, with the Dragons coming into the game with back-to-back wins. Eli Musler entered the game looking to bounce back from a 2-interception game last Friday. And after Bellwood Antis would open the scoring with a very quick touchdown. Musler did not take long to respond, dropping a dime to Thade Mickle for the 33-yard touchdown to take the 8-6 lead.
And those two are always connecting. We've seen it week after week.
Musler, using his arms and his legs this time, rolls into the end zone. This 3-yard rush, and after a 2-point conversion, Central leads 16-6.
Teams just don't like going for extra points.
After stopping the Blue Devils again, Musler drops one in the bucket to Jay Hohenstein for an 8-yard touchdown. With the last play of the half, Musler tries to push the ball down the field but gets picked off by Devil Colin Gibbs. The final score of the game was 30-12. Next week, the Dragons face off against Tyrone at home, and the Devils are on the road against Bishop Guilfoyle.
Coming up, we will show you more highlights from around District 6.
Plus, we will look at State College brother clash at Harrisburg and a look at Penn State football's performance against Bowling Green. But now, here are some scores around the PIAA.
Those clips are from Tyrone, Bald Eagle, and Huntingdon, showing how much they love after the whistle.
We will hold a poll on our Instagram at ATWPSU for which clip was the best.
Ranked 5th in the AA level, the Bald Eagle Area High School had a tough first week, but have bounced back with 2 wins since. On the other hand, the Tyrone Golden Eagles took a hard loss against the Central Dragons and will have their work cut out for them tonight. Tyrone hasn't won against Bald Eagle in 4 years, but are looking to turn their luck around. As we see the the Tyrone Golden Eagle, not the Bald Eagle. First quarter, Bald Eagle leading 6-0. Tyrone quarterback Ashton Walk throws it to Trent Adams for the 6-yard score. Tyrone strikes back to take a 7-6 lead. Second quarter, same score. Walk throws to Clayton Moore, who runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. Golden Eagles extend their lead 14-7. Later in the first quarter, after these celebrations, we will see that Walk is picked off by Blake Haukleitzel, and he takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. What a turnover that was.
Right off the hands of the defender.
Yeah, it was a double tip from both players' teammates combining. The very next play, Carson Nagel throws to Wyatt Spackman for the touchdown. Bald Eagle scored a 2-point conversion to make it 14-14. It was a back-and-forth affair the rest of the night, but Tyrone shocks Bald Eagle, winning 35-28 in overtime. Seth Hoover scored a 10-yard rushing touchdown, and then the Golden Eagles defense forced a fumble in the red zone to seal the win.
This week, State High took on Cumberland Valley in a one-sided game. We'll have that game in just a moment. But Saturday, the Little Lions met the Harrisburg Cougars in their den for a family feud between the Sheffy brothers, Dante and Anthony. Andrew Deal has more.
It was a family battle at Harrisburg High School Saturday between former State College and current Harrisburg star running back Dante Sheffy and his younger brother and current State College tackle Anthony Sheffy. It was a dream come true for the brothers to face off against each other.
I wanted to play with him since 9th grade.
It's definitely a pleasure. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing to do. Like, many people wish to play with their brothers on the field and stuff like that, so I'm just glad I get the chance to do that.
Despite playing over an hour away from each other, the brothers have remained tight and have kept that brotherly love.
It's really just like, I'll say, relationship very close. I mean, getting to play against each other and stuff, texting each other before the game and stuff like that. It's definitely like, it's a real pleasure to do stuff like that.
Dante spent 2 seasons at State College and became a star for the Little Lions. Dante's familiarity with State College allowed the Little Lions to keep him contained in a low-scoring affair. It was the first family battle between the Sheffies, with Dante and the Harrisburg Cougars coming out on top 7-6.
Lucky. They ranked 4th for nothing, really. Nothing at all.
This will not be the last time the brothers meet, with both teams potentially meeting in the playoffs, as well as both players returning for at least another season.
Definitely going to be going to some of their games for sure. Definitely going to be there for them and stuff like that and see them in the playoffs, maybe something like that.
For After the Whistle, I'm Andrew Deal.
Dante Sheffy is currently rated a 4-star prospect according to 24/7 Sports Composite rankings and is committed to Syracuse. Now let's take a look at what the younger Sheffy and the rest of the Little Lions did tonight against Cumberland Valley. The van there trumpeting and getting their team ready to go. CV's Grant Sheppy gets sacked quickly on by Quincy Smith to start off the game. State High near the goal line, Eddie Corkery hands off to Lamar Wilson, who powers in for the touchdown. Corkery's pass is going to be picked off by Keon Green, who returns it deep into State High territory and would go all the way to the house. They would punch it in for 6 points right after. The Little Lions cruise on to a 30-14 win on the road. State High goes to 3-1 and will be on the road again next week at Chambersburg. Cumberland Valley falls to 2-2 and will visit Central Dauphin.
Last weekend, Penn State faced against Bowling Green for their home opener at Beaver Stadium. What was supposed to be a walk in the park for the Nittany Lions turned into a fight to win. Penn State comes into this game 1-0 after a road win in West Virginia. Early on in the game, though, it wasn't like Penn State beat West Virginia. Bowling Green dominated offensively and defensively, not letting the Nittany Lions take the lead. It wasn't until 6 minutes left in the third quarter when Penn State took their first lead all game, and they would continue to keep their lead and win against Bowling Green 34-27.
With so many games, there were some killer highlights, and this week we gathered the top 3. Let's take a look at them. Phillipsburg Osceola starts with the ball, but they don't have it for long as Spencer Althouse picks it from the air, and he's gone with it, rolling into the end zone just like the Rolling Stones. Look at his teammate telling him to rock on.
In a moment, BG attempting the onside kick here, and boom! Torin Consiglio makes it work, claiming it for the Marauders.
Now it's on to our top play of the week here on the battlefield of the Trojan and Warriors. Mount Union's Nazir Collins is going to weave through defenders there, tripping up all of them, and he's going to have to put on his ballet slippers there, making it all the way into the end zone. Well, Owen, that's all the time we have today for After the Whistle. For more updates on our show and our coverage of games, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ATWPSU. I'm Allie Winskowski.
And I'm Owen Camaros. Tune in next week for more coverage of District 6 and Penn State football, right here on After the Whistle.